Happy Thursday, feeling like a hair update. 17 months. Can't believe it. It's funny how, sometimes you go through a period where it just feels like forever, and then sometimes it just is like super fast. And I've had a lot of compliments on my hair this week, so I could tell that it's made like another turn. And I wanted to just touch base because I did do a highlight and a low light. So you can kind of see the highlights here, and I've done a low light. And the low light, I only did it once, but I did it to just kind of break up this demarcation line so that you can't see exactly a straight line of where the dye. And so now it's really starting to like come into its own. I mean, look at all this back here. I mean, it's pretty much, I think, maybe done. You see how white? So that part is, but it's funny because somebody told me, they're like, oh my gosh, it looks like somebody just like took a paintbrush and painted your hair. And I thought, you know what? It kind of does, and I love it. I love these little streaks. There's nothing, like, I can't get over it. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome that this little thing is here and I don't have to maintain it. It just does its thing, and I love its thing. So you can see I'm definitely more white in the front, and then I kind of do this little salt and pepper, and then I'm a little darker back here. I don't know if you can see. 17 months. See, look at how dark it is under this part. There's still a little bit of yellow you can kind of see, but overall I did do the highlight and did like a silver blonde, which I really do like. But it's coming along nicely, and I'm really happy with the highlight and the low light, and I'm okay with it that I only did it once too. I think it was the perfect. And now that there's been enough growth, I can really see what my pattern is going to be. And it's the fun part about it is now I'm like playing with the parts. So now, where I not necessarily would ever part my hair like this, but I love it because now I've got my little streak right there. Or, on this side, I can flip it over. Well, I already blow it dry that way. Probably not gonna work that way. But I love it. It's really, I mean, it's almost done. It's just an acceptance. And it's so crazy. I'm working at this Pilates studio, and so I'm around a lot of older women and a lot of women that have done this and that are, I don't know, not too many people I think are going through the middle of it, but they've been on the other side of it. And I'm not saying that they're not out there. I'm sure that there are, and who knows, I'm sure that I will toy with that thought as well, but I haven't had anybody tell me that they were upset that they let their hair go gray, that they're just like, oh, I feel old. No. Every person that I know that has done it, especially I think most of the people that are doing it, battle it. So if you've been battling it like me for a very long time, since you're 19 years old, you are relieved. There is a relief that just comes over you to take that off your plate. It is just incredible how much time and energy and money is spent on something because you've incorporated it slowly in your life, and then you don't even realize, that it is such a huge part. So I love that. I love how that feeling is, and it reminds me of the whole space cleaning and decluttering and taking unnecessary things, things that are just not for you don't love and you don't use, that aren't good for your well-being and your mental space, and clearing that out. And it was funny, after I did that last video, I got all these other videos that came up in my feed, and one was the Scandinavian death cleaning, and I was like, bam, that was it. That is exactly the feeling that I was getting as I'm going through this decluttering, and I have a couple of more drawers. I have 2 drawers in the bathroom that need to be done, and just one more drawer in the kitchen. And those are, in addition to some other stuff, are on the agenda for this weekend. But the Scandinavian death cleaning was giving me that same relief feeling, which was, you're going to be dead one day, right? We all know that. That's 100% true, right? And so somebody's going to have to clean all that shit out. Somebody's going to have to go through all of your stuff and clean it all out. So as you can stockpile and hoard away and deal with all of your shame and guilt and stuff and tuck it into a closet, eventually somebody's going to see it. So to go through all of that and confront it in your clutter space has that same amazing feeling where you just feel good. Everything has a place. You are releasing all of that mental energy, trying to, organize it or whatever it is you want to do with it. So I think it's a win-win as we get to that point of midlife and we are making, those accepting those things about reality. It's important to just, expand that through every part of your life and see the amazing results that you can get when you really spend the time to get simple. I know it's so weird, right? We are a walking paradox. It's amazing how hard it is to get simple. But anyway, that was a quick one. Excuse me. You guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, from my reality to your reality, thank you for being with me. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.